What's up guys, welcome to Veldora-kun. From our previous episodes, we have witnessed the great saints meeting for their future plans. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, we will put the links in the description below. You can watch in these videos what happened during the Walpurgis battle and the upcoming events. Just a quick warning, these videos contain spoilers from the light novel. Also, don't forget to join our Discord community. I welcome you to Veldora-kun subordinates, the link is in the description below. For those who don't know how to join this server, I'll demonstrate at the end of the video. See you there. So now in this video we will review what happened next, where Archbishop Reihime tells what happened during the battle and the arrival of 7 Celestials. But before we will proceed, please like, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now without further ado, let's proceed with the video. A knock echoes on the conference room. Hinata thinks to herself that it must be Reihime and Nicholas, and everyone has been expecting them. She says, "Please come in." Once Hinata granted permission, the knights opened the door and Nicholas Spertus, Hinata's trusted subordinate, enters the room. Along with him is Archbishop Reihime, who shows a nervous expression. But Hinata frowns as she sees the people entering next, and they are completely unexpected visitors. They are the 7 celestial sages, and there are only 3 of them present. They greeted Hinata with "Long time no see, Hinata. How have you been, and what is it, why do you look so surprised?" Hinata seems so shocked to the point of speechless seeing the scene in front of her and can't help but ask, "Why are you here?" Archbishop Reihime and Nicholas, who's always calm, seems panicked and terrified right now. Sayer asks, "Boss, who are these people?" Where Nicholas immediately responded in a panicked tone, "Sayer, how rude of you. These are the masters of the 7 celestials." Sayer suddenly realizes when he heard what Nicholas said and replied, "7 celestials? The ones from the legend?" And Hinata confirms, "Yes, these are the sages." Upon hearing this, everyone on the meeting room rised up to salute. They are the great sages, also known as 7 celestial sages. Each one of them has surpassed the average saint. They are legendary figures who have even trained chosen heroes in the past. They have completely masked their presence from the public eye and become legends that are only said to live in fairy tales. Even the holy knights are unaware of their actual existence. The 7 celestial sages are actually strong humans who have received Rumina's blessing and were given a long lifespan in exchange for their services. They are responsible for overseeing different organizations and training new knights. All of these assignments are given by Rumina's. Yet before Hinata came into her position, the Holy Knight Order was an organization with only their name, but nothing to back it up. That's why Hinata really dislikes the 7 celestial sages. And she thinks that she should have robbed them of their power completely. Her ability, Unique Skill Usurper, has 2 main functions. They are respectively, Usurp, that can rob power from her opponent, and Duplication, which allows her to copy and learn skills. The Trials of 7 Celestials that Hinata once went through was created by them. At the start of her trial, Hinata thought these people are the great figures from legend. That's why in order to learn from them, Hinata used duplication to improve herself. But it caused much displeasure for the 7 Celestials. They were annoyed by Hinata because she was stronger than them. And so, they decided to bother and challenge her for countless days and nights. Nowadays, Hinata has used the skills she learned from the 7 sages to pass on and train Arno and the rest of the captains the same skills. In Hinata's view, the 7 celestials have already abandoned their duty of fostering new generations of fighters. After saluting, the crowds wait quietly as the sages take their seats. Hinata asks as everyone's representative, "Well then, what do we owe the honor to have your presence today?" And the voices of the 7 celestials are channeled to Hinata through telepathy, and they said, "Haha, don't be so nervous." Indeed. Didn't Archbishop Reihime here bring back information regarding Demon Lord Rimuru? And we are interested in it too. Hinata personally thinks these 3 are the most corrupted among the 7. Especially the fire-wielding sage of Fire Azu, who can hardly even reach Shizu Izawa in terms of power. There was nothing worth learning from him. Hinata didn't even need to use Usurper to pass his trial. Despite being such a cheap shot, he seems to have also misunderstood Hinata believing that she was simply unable to take his power from him. That's why he is rather annoying to Hinata for his constant disdain for her. The other two are Sage of Mundana and Sage of Metal Vina. They most likely came to back Azu up. A shred of unease passes through Hinata's mind and recalls that Ruminas has ordered her to take care of this matter properly. Now Reihime begins his explanation. It was most foolish of me. We accidentally ran into a terrifying enemy. It was truly horrifying and he is undoubtedly a real demon lord. It is us who allowed a new demon lord to be born. Reihime shouts as his eyes begin to turn bloodshot during his emotional recollection of what he experienced. He begins to retell the course of events that birthed the terrifying new demon lord. Even the holy knights are shaken by the details of his account of the birth of demon lord Rimuru. The total combat ability of the enemy was shocking that even the anti-magic barrier and even their holy barrier would not be able to stand up against those light beam attacks. Hinata remains calm the whole time and concluded that sounds a lot like Grand Sama's sunlight magic. And the seven celestials shares their so-called brilliant thoughts. Is it the kind of magic that bends light? If that's the case, can't it be sealed by an anti-magic barrier? And besides, its power is not that strong. Sage of Sun Gran is the head of the seven celestials and controls the element of light. One of his skills can gather and concentrate sunlight. Although the magic the seven celestials are talking about should be different from this, Hinata thinks it sounds rather similar, and she thinks they're idiots for thinking Rimuru used magic to directly bend sunlight. He must have utilized some other means to reflect the sunlight before converging them into beams like borrowing the power of wind and water spirits. Even if that is the case, Hinata is still not afraid. If she knew the origin of his strength, countering it would then be a piece of cake. To Hinata, such attack isn't even worth mentioning. It seems that he is using the scientific knowledge from the other world. Rimuru indeed possesses incredible calculative power, and he is only made more of a threat given his ability to wield multiple types of magic at the same time. However, since Hinata has seen him in person, she doesn't feel the need to fear like the rest. But Hinata's conclusion seems to have been made too early. Reihime isn't finished yet. There's more story to tell, or rather, what follows next is the climax. Please hold on everyone. That mysterious attack was indeed powerful. Fulgen-sama was killed almost instantly. Even Raisin-sama couldn't do a thing about it. Near 10,000 knights probably all died due to that one attack. But there were people who either passed out or cried due to their severe injuries. Even those without injury were scared to insanity and hiding on the battlefield. These soldiers just incited a massive commotion, and all over the battlefield, you could hear the sounds of despair. And Reihime finishes it with, it only got more terrifying from there. The battlefield became silent the very next moment. Hinata asked, "What do you mean?" And Reihime finishes up, "Exactly what I said, Hinata-sama. The survivors of the 20,000 army were killed instantly. The sole survivors are the three of us, me, Raisin-sama and King Edmulus. I completely lost my mind after witnessing the scene and was scared unconscious. The crowds are speechless that a single monster was able to massacre the entire 20,000 army. Everyone begins to recall a certain legend. There was once a group of individuals who could single-handedly destroy nations. They became demon lords, and Hinata recalls what Rumina said to her. It has been 2,000 years since the old kingdom was destroyed by Veldora, and the people immigrated to this location. Veldora's immortal flesh and stubbornness were extraordinary, and fighting him seriously would only further the destruction. Since the vampires could only obtain high-quality spirits from the blood of humans, if Veldora's reckless actions lead to humans' extinction, it would also sabotage the food source of the vampires. That's why Rumina's had no choice but to come up with a system to coexist with them, and thus devoted herself to the protection of mankind. She was raised to godhood for her rescue and leadership of the humans in the past. Veldora was called catastrophe, and an existence far more persistent and difficult to deal with than any kind of natural phenomenon. They are called special rank S right now, which means not suitable for humans to handle. However, he was not the only one that has caused mass destruction. Along with him there are three more individuals who are labeled as special rank S, and they are the four true dragons. Also, according to historic texts, there are also two demon lords who have also caused great destruction. They are Gi Crimson and Milam Nava. Rumin has also said that the demon lord breed can be awakened by absorbing large amount of human soul and raining mass destruction. The demon lord breed will awake and undergo an incredibly powerful evolution. From demon lords they will turn to true demon lords. And that's it for my video. We have now reached 40,000 subscribers. Now, as what I have mentioned earlier, I will give brief instruction on how to join our server if you still haven't joined. Once you already have the Discord app installed on your mobile phone or PC, create an account with your email. Then copy and paste this address or code into your browser and it will direct you to an invitation page where you can accept invite. Once you've joined, you will see a welcome banner for yourself. Here is an example, and you can see here some instructions. First, you must go to the verify channel and once you're there, an interface will pop up and you will see a bot named Dino. Click the emoji with a white and green checkmark. And voila, you are now verified and can have access to the server. Also, check out the rules and once you're finished, explore the wonders of the server and why not come to the general chat and say hi. Thank you very much. I will announce my boosters on my next video. See you on my next upload.